Japan is famous for its Japanese sake, but this country also has a fantastic selection of beer. Join me in today's video as I visit a Tokyo beer festival to try some local beer. Minasan, konnichiwa, squishytalk.w, yokoso! Today we are at the Oedo Beer Festival in Shinagawa, and it's the first time the festival's been happening after its 3-year hiatus. So I am super excited to be here, and it is such a beautiful day. Anyway, if you like videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. This festival is located in the grounds of Shinagawa Station. There are many different breweries from all over Japan offering their beer, and there are even a few vendors offering German beer, as well as mouth-watering food. So the first beer I have is called Fiona Honey Pale Ale, and it's from Pekkari Beer, and they are based in Nagano Prefecture. And the colour of this is phenomenal. It's so cloudy, but it looks like honey. If you've ever seen what natural honey looks like, it looks exactly like this. So I'm really curious to see if I can taste the sweetness. Kanpai. That's very fruity. Wow. So it definitely is sweet. I don't know if I can taste honey specifically, but it definitely is a fruity beer. So if you really like that, I definitely recommend this one. It's also 6% alcohol. So that might be good news for you or bad news for you, depending on what type of drinker you are. But this is very refreshing. Oh, lovely. Although the festival is in a busy station, you're still surrounded by nature and a peaceful atmosphere. So I have a set of 5 tasting beers here, and I got this from Doppo Microbrewery based in Okayama Prefecture. And for 1,200 yen, this is fantastic because you get 5 different types of beer, and the size you can see from the one in the middle is pretty decent. They're not that small, really. Anyway, I'm gonna get into these and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about each one. Many vendors were selling sets of beer. It's a great way to try more of what a brewery has to offer at a reasonable price. So the first beer I have to try is Omachimai Lager beer, and the color is nice. It's very golden, very pretty. Let's just try it. Kanpai. So this has a lovely flavor. It's very crisp and clean, and it reminds me of my days in the summer in London in a beer garden, spending time with my co-workers after work. That's what this reminds me of. So it's got that very instant refreshing feeling. Like, imagine you've been at work all day and then you have that first sip of cold lager. That is this. It is beautiful. I'm gonna drink some more. Oh yeah, I'm instantly relaxed. This is delicious. 美味しかった。So the next little beer I have to try is their golden ale, and you can immediately see that it is a golden color. It's definitely less yellow and more on the golden side. It apparently smells like oranges, so let's check that. It does! I can confirm it does indeed smell like orange. Let's just try it. Kanpai. That definitely has a stronger flavor. It's definitely more full-bodied. I really like this one. It's still refreshing. It has a lovely flavor, but it's definitely heavier. It's not quite as light as the previous beer, but it is lovely. Oh yeah, it's very smooth as well. Like, it glides down my throat perfectly. It's so nice. So the next one I have is slightly different. This is Muscat Pils, and it's still beer, but it's low malt beer. And you can kind of tell because there are more bubbles and it is lighter in color. The muscat that they use to flavor this is also from Okayama Prefecture. So let's just try it. I'm really curious to see if I can taste the difference between low malt beer and standard beer. Kanpai! You're gonna hear a few of those today. That is lovely. Wow, wow. So usually in the summer, if I want something more on the fruity side, I will drink cider, apple cider. This might replace that. This is wonderful. The muscat flavor is so clear. You immediately recognize the flavor when you try it, to the point where it almost doesn't taste like beer. So you could easily drink a few too many of these because it is so refreshing and the muscat flavor is so strong. This is truly divine. Mecha amai. This is very sweet, and I love sweet things, so I love this. That was too easy to drink. So as you can see, I drank this quite quickly, but it still smells so strongly of muscat, even though there's no beer left in here. The smell lingers. That's how much it tasted like muscat. You can just, yeah, you can only smell muscat. You can't even smell beer. So the next one we have is Dunkel, and this is a German style lager, which is famous for its smooth malty flavor. And you can tell it's different because it's quite dark. I don't think I've ever tried anything like this before, so I'm quite curious. It is a really beautiful color. Actually, when I first looked at it, I thought it was really dark, but if you hold it up to the light, there is a slight orangey amber color there, which is just gorgeous. Kanpai. Oh, that is different. That is very different. Wow. It almost tastes toasty. I'm not sure if you know what I mean by that, but it definitely has a strikingly different flavor compared to the other lagers and beers I've drunk today. It's very, very strong. It's still delicious, but it definitely has a unique flavor. I would say it's not sweet at all. It's so unique. It's definitely very malty. I can see why they say Dunkel is characterized by its strong malty flavor. This has that. It is smooth though. That is one thing that I will definitely say. It goes down very smoothly. I can definitely see why this would be a drink that you either love or you don't, because it has such a unique flavor. I quite like it, but I don't know if I could drink this all the time because the flavor is very, very strong. But I'm really glad I got to try it. So we're finally on to the last one from this set. And while the previous beer was very German, the final one we have is very Japanese. So this is Yuzu Doppo. So it's yuzu, which is honestly in my mind one of the iconic flavors of Japan, and Doppo, the name of the microbrewery that this is from. If you smell it, it smells exactly like yuzu. So I'm really excited to end with this one. God, that really is like yuzu. Kanpai. Wow. Okay, I said it smelled like yuzu. It tastes like yuzu too. The first flavor that hits your tongue, instantly recognizable as yuzu. And as a fan of yuzu, I love this. Wow, I'm really impressed because so far with the two fruit flavored beers I've tried from this brewery, both of them taste exactly like the fruit they're named after. This tastes exactly like yuzu, and the previous one tasted exactly like muscat. I must know how they do it. It's truly incredible. I love this so much because I feel like too often, especially with beer, it has a flavor and it doesn't taste like it, right? A lot of the time, the flavor of the beer is the prevailing flavor, but this says yuzu, and it tastes like yuzu. The previous beer said muscat, and it tasted like muscat, so I am super impressed. 美味しかった So I finished all 5 of this taster set, and I definitely feel like I finished all 5 of this taster set, but I don't regret a single thing. All of them were so delicious, and they definitely all had their own unique flavors, which I love. I love that you could clearly taste the difference between each one of these. Well, that's it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I've had an incredible time here today. There were honestly so many different places I could check out and so many different types of beer that I could try. And it's fantastic. And I definitely recommend you guys come here and check it out for yourselves. This festival is usually open every year, and it's really so much fun. Anyway, I would love to hear from you. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite beer is. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!